right here I have half yard of fabric. You need just half of a yard, okay? So first thing, fold your fabric into two equal parts like this. We'll be cutting the back of the shirt first, okay? Fold into two equal parts like this. Get your tape rule, place from the folded part. Now go in by half of your shoulder measurement minus 1.5 inches, okay? Now after marking that, you mark your neck width as well. I use 3 inches for the neck width, and then 2 inches for the neck depth of the back. Remember, this is our back, okay? Now from that point you've marked, you go at that place you have your shoulder measurement, go down by 1 inch and then connect. You already know that's your shoulder slope, okay? Now guys, the next thing I want to do is determine the length of the mini shirt. So for the length, I'll be going in by my bust measurement. It should stop around your nipple point, okay? And my nipple point is 11 inches. I added half inch for sewing allowance and then I marked. Okay, it is very easy, right? Now the next thing you want to do is to just connect from that point all the way to your shoulder slope. Don't worry, we are going to give it a curve. So from that point where you have your meeting point between the shoulder and the hemline, you're going to create a curve just like I'm doing. And once you've done that, that's it. Your back panel is ready. It is very easy, right? Now go ahead and cut out the unnecessary part. The next thing we want to do is to cut the front of our shirt, okay? Now for the front of the shirt, we'll be taking our fabric again and folding into two equal parts, all right? After folding, you place the back panel right on top of the folded fabric. Just do what you see on the screen, okay? Now when placing the back on the fabric, you're going to leave about 2 inches allowance for your button allowance, okay? You need 2 inches for button allowance. So I have mine right there, and then I've already placed the pattern, the piece for the back right on top of my fabric, okay? Now I'm going to cut out using the back piece I cut earlier to just trace out for the front piece, okay? Remember to add your button allowance. Now when you're cutting, when you get to that neck point, still cut the 2 inches you cut for the back, but after cutting we are going to adjust the neck depth for the front. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm saying, just follow what I'm doing on the screen. Now I'm going to cut the button allowance open because the front has a button down. That's basically the reason for the allowance. Now for the front piece, now that I've cut out, you take out the back piece. Place your tape rule from the highest point of the shoulder and go down by extra 1 inch. You know we already cut out 2 inches earlier. The front depth is supposed to be 3 inches, so just add the extra 1 inch and then connect back to the shoulder line, and that is that concerning the front piece, okay? Now after cutting out the unnecessary parts, the next thing to do would be to fold in your button allowance for the front part of this piece. So I'm just going to get my pins and fold in. So this right here, I've already folded the pieces and I've secured with pin. So go ahead and iron it before stitching down. Now after stitching down, this is what it should look like, okay? The next thing will be to stitch up the shoulder lines, okay? Now after joining the shoulders, the next thing will be to measure the circumference of your neck line. So place your tape from the center front all the way to the center back, all the way to the center front, and whatever you have there will be the length of our collar, okay? So what I have here is 17 inches plus 1 inch for stitching allowance. That's 18 inches. So my collar is 18 inches long, then the width is 2 inches wide, so that after stitching what we'll have should be 1.5 inch for the lower part of our collar. Now this long piece of fabric we have here will be for the upper part of our collar, and it needs to be about 60 inches long. Reason being that it's going to go all the way from the front to the back and also have a drop where we'll tie in front of the shirt. Okay, so it should be about 60 inches long. Now for the wideness, just 5 inches is enough. Remember it will be on fold, so after stitching we'll have 2 inches, right? Now fold it into 2 equal parts, just like you see on the screen. 2 equal parts. You can go ahead and iron if you have not ironed your piece of fabric. Now get the lower part of the collar, fold it into 2 equal parts like this, and place center to center just like this. Now that area where the lower collar stopped, make sure you indicate that point and give it a very good notch. Notch it on the upper and lower part of your folded piece. Okay, now after notching, open this up. We're going to be stitching up from the edge of the piece we have, from the edge all the way to that point we notched. And please make sure you stop at that area where you notched. Okay, go to the other edge as well, stitch. When you get to the notched area, you stop. After stitching, guys, this is what it should look like. Now that area where we notched is left rough, okay, but the other parts have been sewn in, right? Now that place that is rough, we're going to get the lower part of our collar, and then we're going to pin it up around that area we notched, center to center. Okay, please do this very carefully and neatly. The only thing that will be left out is the 1/2 inch for your stitching allowance. Just follow what you see on the screen. Is very easy. After pinning, repeat the same thing for the other part of your lower collar. So you are going to simply use the lower collar to stitch up that area we notched in the upper collar. I believe if you are following the screen, you would understand what I'm doing. So after pinning up, this is what you have. The next thing to do is to go ahead and stitch up. Now after pinning, go ahead and stitch up. Of course, like I said before, after stitching, this is what I have, guys. This is what I have. You can see we have closed every area in the upper part of our collar. Now the remaining part is the lower part of the collar. Okay, so we are simply going to stitch this on that neck area of our shirt, and the collar is ready. But before then, we are going to close both sides of our collar. The lower part, will close it up or stitch it up using 1/2 inch. That's if 1/2 inch is the allowance you added for stitching. Okay, good. Now after stitching up, this is what your collar should look like. It is coming together. In fact, it's already put together. See how neat it is, right? So this is basically our collar. Next is to stitch this to our mini shirt. Now get the center of your mini shirt and also get the edge of your collar. We are going to pin up one layer to your neckline. You pin up from the edge just like this, pin up all the way to the other edge of your mini shirt. Remember, we are using just one layer. Now I always like fixing my collar from inside out. This means that I place the collar first from the wrong side of my main shirt before flipping onto the right side. Don't worry, you'll see what I mean. So after pinning up, guys, go ahead and stitch down. Now after stitching, you guys, this is what we have. We just stitched one layer, remember, and we stitched from the inside, right? You can see that the wrong part of our shirt is where I stitched up first. Now For the final stitching, we are simply going to flip this to the right side and then stitch up our collar permanently. Okay, you can decide to secure with pins first before you stitch down. Make sure you stitch up neatly. This part is very crucial. If you do this neatly, your collar will come out very neat. Now after stitching, this is what we have. Now you can go ahead and create your buttonholes. Yeah, and your shirt or mini shirt is pretty much ready. You now imagine styling this with your Ankara dresses, your cardigan, your blazers, your shirts. Oh my goodness, the styling is limitless. You can go as wild as it gets. So guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and as much as I can, I'll be dropping some tutorials from time to time. See you guys in my next video. Bye.